Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Living in Rockland Live. I'm so excited to introduce Rami from Mamari Jewelry, a staple in Rockland County. We've been chasing him down to get him on the podcast. So, Rami, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you and your family. We're excited to hear your story.
Well, first off, thank you for having me. You weren't chasing me that hard, but honestly, so honored to be on here and speak about our store. I kind of started about 8 years ago, and really have a passion for it. And I've been in and out of the business for a little bit as a kid, and then finally, settled in. I went to Montclair State University, graduated with a major in business management and double minor in Arabic and entrepreneurship. So that kind of led me to really pursue the family business. I saw what it could do, for our family. And honestly, I love talking to people and I love working with people and just the community, coming in, my dad's old customers, from the Spring Valley Flea Market where he first started. And hearing all about that, it's amazing to see them come back, and then their kids also come back, and it's really just a community.
That's amazing. You never really hear about, it's hard, small businesses today, right? It's definitely a harder thing to keep going. And you guys have been around for what, over 25 years, 30 years, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were established in 1987, sorry.
Wow.
Well, my dad's been in the business for 40 years plus. Yeah. So he originally started in the Diamond District on 47th Street, and moved to the Spring Valley Flea Market, which I just mentioned before. And from there, he had a small booth, and then expanded into the Rockland Plaza shopping center, and had his first storefront. And from there, in 2008, actually, when the economy wasn't doing so well, he took a big risk and opened up his own store and built his own building, which we're in right now. So it was really cool to see the journey from a booth in the flea market to now having a building of our own.
Yeah.
Talk about the building a little bit, because it's so unique when you drive by. It almost looks like a castle. Was that the intention?
Yeah, I think my mom gets a little bit of credit for that. She got my dad is Syrian and my mom's Lebanese, so we got that Middle Eastern type flair, and we really wanted to kind of stand out a little bit. And we really wanted to show, a little bit of culture in the building, a little bit of uniqueness. So, I think my mom gets more credit for that, but
that's awesome. Yeah. It's just, you guys have since 2008. So yeah, you've been there for a long time. And like I was going to say before, there's something to be said to still be standing, you know what I mean? Because small businesses really are falling out, and you must really give a great service. And like you said before, you love talking to people. So people remember that they feel connected. They feel like they're family.
Right.
And I feel that's how you guys make people feel when they come in, and you treat their parents and their kids and then their grandparents. And so you're doing something right for sure.
Yes. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm so glad that is, what people are seeing. And that's the only way you can be in business, because, if you're not doing the right thing, you can't be in business long. So especially when your name is on the wall, you really, your business becomes who you are. And then everyone who comes in the doors is treated like, family. So
now, is Mamari your last name or your dad's last name?
Yeah. So Mamari is my last name. My last name is actually spelled with a Y, but we did it with the I for pronunciation reasons. So it's a little confusing, but yeah.
And now do you have any siblings? Like how involved does it get with the family?
So it's funny you bring that up now, because it's really exciting. I'm one of 3 brothers, and I'm the eldest. So I'm obviously running the store. My middle brother, Rudy, he's not involved in the business, but he's constantly, referring people, and people know, if they need anything jewelry, watch wise, they could just obviously text him and they come into me. But he's doing civil engineering in the city. And my youngest brother, which is the exciting part, is we're expanding the business downstairs by doing jewelry manufacturing. So this is a recent thing in the last couple months. So COVID, was a real big deal because it really showed, kind of the weaknesses in our business that we outsourced. So it was a great opportunity for my brother and for us to really bring everything in house. So downstairs, we officially, as of last month, have brought in 100% of our business in store. So, everything is done in the building.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. You must be, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Are you making everything there? Everything is being made there now.
Yeah. So everything was made here before, but a couple parts of the process were outsourced.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So now the casting manufacturing is going to be done downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will be setting, the stones, finishing, and delivering the final good upstairs. So it's pretty exciting.
Cool. So it's like an all-in-one location.
Yeah. And do you guys do a lot with watches as well? Is that like a big piece of your business?
Yes. So watches have really taken off in the last few years, especially brands like Rolex, AP, which is Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, all these watches have really taken off. So we have really focused, and I kind of take a little bit of the credit for that. Have really dug my heels into the watches and expanded those. But as far as anything watches, so buying, selling, repairing, we do it all as well.
Very cool. What other services do you provide? Talk about your specialties, and I know you're a jewelry store, but what kind of things can I come in for?
So just the quick answer would be anything jewelry, watches.
Mm-hmm.
But to really be specific, we have an amazing jeweler on site who works here 5 days a week. So your jewelry also does not leave the building, if you come get it repaired, which is a big thing. We also have an on-site diamond setter who sets your diamonds, while you wait, or, doesn't also leave the building. So that's also a big deal as well. So both of those are in-house. Also, we do services like, your common solder for a necklace. We do custom jewelry. If you want to turn, an old piece of jewelry into a new piece, or if you have something passed down to you that's sentimental and you want to rework it or redesign it somehow, we do that as well. We do appraisals, if you want to see what something's worth. We buy jewelry, if you have something that you don't want to use anymore. We do watch repair. We specialize in engagement rings,
Mm-hmm.
wedding bands, and timepieces. So those are the three things we specialize in, but we really, as far as a wholesome jewelry store, we do anything you could imagine with jewelry.
Very cool. I always see the engagement rings. I know it's my age too, but you guys definitely locked that down in Rockland. I see them all over and they're gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, the engagement rings, we found that is something that's always going to be happening, right? We hope. So engaged. So that is usually the first big purchase, a young couple makes. And we found that a lot of people that got the engagement rings come back, for wedding bands and then push presents and other things. So it's really the beginning of the relationship for us with people is the engagement ring.
It's so funny you say push presents. I didn't even know what that was. And my older daughter's having a baby in a couple of months. And at Christmas time, she's like, I want this, and this for my push present. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen, there's an excuse to gift anything, right? Anytime. But congratulations. And
thank you.
Here if you need anything.
Yes.
Yeah, she's all into the what was it? The lab grown diamonds now. She's obsessed over this. I was like,
I don't even know what that is, but yeah.
I'm sure you know.
Yeah, it's a very big thing in the industry right now. we could spend a whole, hour speaking about lab growns, but essentially what I will say about it is popular, and we have started catering towards them. So as far as being educated about what you're buying, though, is something we always make sure of. So understanding the true differences between what a lab and a natural is, and we leave that decision up to the customer. It's not our place to tell them, what to buy, but we always want to make sure they fully understand what they're buying before they do.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of people go for the glitz and glam, right? They want the big, but it doesn't always hold its value. Or, I mean, I'm sure you can go on for a while about it.
Exactly. But you nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, Rami, thank you so much for your time today. I really, really appreciate it. It was great to hear a little bit about your story and your family, and we look forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you so much.
Thank you again, and nice meeting you, and I look forward to that as well. Thank you so much for having me on, and hopefully next time my dad will be on here with me.
Yes, we got to get him on.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.